Our first sponsor is brought to you by Crazy Margaritas. Are you looking to fun up your birthday party, Friendsgiving, Christmas party, even your divorce party? Crazy Margaritas is your family-owned margarita machine rental. They deliver all over the DFW. They offer all kinds of flavors, regular margarita, pina colada, you name it, they have it. Please give them a call at 972-679-7482 or email them for a quote at info@crazymargaritasdfw.com. Please tell them that Where's My Sandwich sent you for $10 off your next rental. Again, that number is 972-679-7482.
Welcome to the fucking show.
That sandwich was the only good thing going on in my life.
So you make Daddy a sandwich. And here we go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Where's My Sandwich Podcast. I'm your host, Philip Phil, alongside everybody's favorite stepdaddy,
Jonah. What's up?
and I got everybody's favorite mama.
Susie Q.
And we want to just thank you for everybody who's tuning in right now, listening to us, or watching us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Appreciate it. If you're not, hit that follow button so that way you can follow us. It has been a crazy past weekend. The Super Bowl just happened. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you really think that the Chiefs were just going to get dismantled like that?
No.
No?
I don't
Fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting that.
I wonder what the over and under were.
You know, Vegas got a lot of money.
Well, yeah, everybody was expecting the Chiefs. That was like one of the major things. Like, you don't bet against Mahomes, and everybody was. I heard from a lot of podcasts that I've been hearing. Everybody's been putting their money on with Mahomes, and
I feel like Jalen Hurts, he wanted it more. Like, he was just super calm in the pocket.
that
No.
whole team, bro.
No, this is what happened. What
Go ahead,
happened was
tell
that
What happened?
Conspiracy.
Okay. Here's my conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Um,
I love Super Bowl time because
yeah.
the conspiracy theories happen.
well, that's why you're here for the halftime show, so you can tell us
Okay.
about the conspiracy theories and the halftime
Ooh,
shows.
yes.
It was funny because like today at work, they're like, "So did you hear about the conspiracy theory?" I was like, "Shh, no." Phil's gonna tell me about it today. I want to
I'm
go
gonna
in
lay it all
blind.
out.
I want to go in blind. So all these games, this game to me, right, proves that the refs were on the Chiefs side this whole time. Did you hear Hopkins be like, "Oh, what y'all gonna say now about the refs?" You know, there were some iffy calls. Exactly, motherfucker. Exactly. That's why y'all fucking lost, because y'all didn't have the refs on y'all side.
I think
they were such an even game. You know.
I mean, I think you can't. It would have been blatant obvious if the refs are going for them because you have all eyes on you.
Yeah.
So if anything, because like that one hit that
the first
that
drive
Mahomes hits when he fumbles it and it gets
yeah.
popped in the face.
that should have been flagged.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that should have
that
been flagged.
technically should have been a flag, but they're like, oh no, it's because he fumbled it. Then he got hit hands to the face. Still, it's hands to the face. Hands to the face is hands to the face.
I did love that Tom Brady was literally commenting with a big ass smile the whole time.
Yeah,
He's like,
'cause
"Mom,
it's
I'm the GOAT." There's
Yeah.
like, because of this game, there's no debate. Like, Patrick
Why?
Mahomes
I
would
mean,
never
why not?
reach Tom Brady.
Why not?
Okay, so Tom Brady with all his Super Bowl games,
Yeah.
he's lost how many? 3 of them.
Yeah.
He's lost a total of 10 points.
Okay.
But
he
these
lost.
these past 2 Super Bowls that Patrick Mahomes has lost I believe it was like 40 points.
Yeah.
Tom Brady beat him in his first Super Bowl, lost. Like Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl lost.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes couldn't come back from this comeback like he did with the Atlanta Falcons.
So true. But then also we can blatantly say that the refs are always for Tom Brady.
No, they weren't.
No, man.
You
Bro,
don't-
this
bro.
The whole
he got his knees
everybody,
blown
yeah.
out. He got his. There was a.
It was
So if we
everybody
wanna talk
against the
about
Tom Brady,
Patriots.
yes.
It was everybody against the
If you-
Patriots.
The
If you-
NFL literally sued the Patriots, and they
Yeah.
still won a Super Bowl that year.
Okay, so we're not going to
Goodell
talk about
hates-
we're not going to talk about the deflate. What is it? The deflate ball.
They all have the same
It's
ball.
what is it? Spygate and Deflategate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Dude, I'm telling you, the NFL was so against
No,
Tom Brady.
Everybody was against. The refs were for the Patriots. That's why I didn't say anything.
Okay. Well, I think Tom Brady's a GOAT, man.
I mean, I'm not going to deny Tom Brady. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. I think that's why we hate him so much.
I don't.
I mean, at the time, like, no, honestly, like, you know how people hate Patrick Mahomes, like, now because he's so good, but yet.
No, that's not why.
That's not
You're not connected with the people, man.
Look, all I just know is that people hate to see people do good. And I'm
No.
not a
that's
Mahomes
not it.
fans. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like if he was like, I mean, come on. They didn't really play anybody this entire season for them to go for the streak that they went on. You know, how many games did they lose?
2
One.
games.
2 games.
Well, if you're
Bills
including the Super Bowl
and the
then,
Broncos.
yeah.
No, the Broncos. You know how they wouldn't play the Bengals. Well, so if the Broncos would have won, then that means the Bengals would have been in the playoffs, and you don't want to play Joe Burrow in the playoffs. That's a different kind of Joe Burrow. So they let that one go.
I mean, we overhyped Joe Burrow. I think he's just,
What?
he's
Oh
mediocre,
my
too.
fucking! He played in the best college.
That's
He's
it.
literally
College and NFL are 2 different things. College.
If Joe Burrow didn't,
I don't think he's the same Joe Burrow.
He's not the same Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
When I
How
saw
many
he
him,
years-
literally has to play a perfect game to win. And
How many years has he been in the NFL?
Like 5 years.
Okay, and how many years?
2020. Yeah, so he won the national championship in 2020 with LSU. So he's been in there for 4 years.
Okay. So, yeah, and he hasn't done. I mean, he went to the Super Bowl his rookie
year.
Yeah, and that was it.
Okay, so you're telling me if Patrick Mahomes would have went with the Bears, which the Bears were projected to get Patrick Mahomes, you think Patrick Mahomes would have been in the same situation he is right now?
I feel like not just that, but it also takes like you drafted good offensive linemen, you drafted good receivers, like you gave this man basically like a package.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean,
Joe Burrow doesn't
Joe
have a
Burrow
package.
had Jamar Chase.
But he ain't got no defensive line. He ain't got no defense.
Well,
Bro, this
I mean-
man, how are you going to be putting in almost 50 points every game and still lose? Yeah, because your defense fucking line, he has to score every drive, which he has.
Okay, I would give it to him, but I mean, I don't know. It's just Joe Burrow. I think he overdoes it, and that's why he gets injured a lot. He's like injury prone.
I think because he literally carries a team on his back. I think that's why.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say the same about like who else could we say the same about? We could say the same about Josh Allen. He's the MVP. You know.
But and he went.
You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. The refs did help out the Chiefs throughout the whole year,
Yeah.
so I give them that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Like, did the Chiefs help him out these past couple years? that
And
he's
I will
been there?
say, if he would have won the three-peat, I would have been annoyed. But it's like you have to embrace the greatness.
But I think they also went in already cocky. I think
Yeah,
that was their
did.
downfall.
Yeah.
Like they went in expecting to win.
They said it was the worst play call ever in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I just felt like they walked in thinking they were just gonna win like everything because they're all they to me I feel like they're the stars.
You know what happened? They were only defending Saquon Barkley, and they forgot about AJ Brown.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody deserves Super Bowl, it's Barkley.
I thought he was gonna cry, and he didn't.
No, he ain't like that type.
You want to know who was crying?
Who was crying?
Travis
Josh.
Kelsey.
Hey, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Kelsey.
And Chris Jones.
Yeah,
Chris Jones was crying.
Well, I think because I think it's the end of an era. That's why. I
think
think
so?
they know. I don't think because of the loss, but I think they're like, fuck, like this is our last chance.
The dynasty's over.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a turn in
A
these
lot of
next
people are gonna
upcoming
start
years.
leaving. Because I mean, honestly, that's where a lot of the greats went to see if they can get one more run in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Was they automatically went to the Chiefs.
There's, you know how Hopkins dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I was just like, bro, your mom is blind, not you.
Dang.
Oh my God.
But I said it. I said
You
it in
said
front
it
of
in
Brittany. No, I said it in front of Brittany and Manny, and they're like, oh.
That was in poor taste.
I was just like, no, because they didn't know his mom is like actually blind.
Oh.
And I was just like, it just
They didn't get it?
They didn't get it.
Oh.
And AJ over there was just like, what? Susanna.
Susanna, chill.
I know.
Chill.
Dang. Bringing that hate
They were,
too.
they were just on their phone.
Yeah, they were just on their phone. It was like,
Yeah, oh, wow, that's crazy.
but I'm so glad though that they did get.
Look, as much as I'm a Cowboys fan and I hate the Eagles, I'd rather, it sucks that, your divisional rival wins. Maybe it just puts more pressure on us to be like, look, bro,
Be better.
Your divisional rival has been to the Super Bowl 3 times within 10 years.
Yeah.
In 2016, what is it, 2 years ago, and then this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before the Niners, right?
Yeah.
Before the,
So it's like, hey.
they should have won that one. And the refs helped Patty Mahomes there a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to give it to Jalen Hurts, man. I honestly, as a fan of football, like as a quarterback, he's very calm. Like he's not one of those outburst quarterbacks. Like he's not the one to just kind of walk around being cocky. Like he's like a one word answer type of person. And like for him to just be like, I did it. Like I'd rather. He even asked him, would you take all the money or would you take a championship? He says, well, championship, because the money ain't going to buy you a championship. So he's out there.
Did you hear that, Dak?
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so talk about the halftime show. That was great. I mean, I would have gave it a good.
Okay, so for people,
it was a good 7.
I didn't like it, but then people kind of started explaining. There is
the culture.
Yeah,
it's the culture. But there was messages in there. Of course, the way everything is political. Like I said, everybody's emotions are running high on politically. And you, for the first time, you had a president at the Super Bowl. Never had a president at the Super Bowl.
Can I say what he tweeted?
Bro,
what did he say?
So you know how they booed Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift was like, "What did I do?
Yeah, her face.
What did I do?
What?
It's like, is that boo for me? Those aren't my fans.
Is it? Yeah, she was literally like,
Is that
like,
for me?
Yeah.
I never get booed.
This is what our president said.
What did he say?
The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift.
Dang.
She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving.
Oh my God.
Savage.
So he thinks everybody that booed is on his side?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of.
I mean, they were in the South, so.
Yeah. You're in New Orleans. No, I mean, this is the first time a president has ever attended the Super Bowl. And
why is that?
Just because presidents don't do that.
No. But I'm saying, like, why do you think he was like, this is a Super Bowl I want to go to?
Well, I mean, he even said, like, in his interview, he's always been a fan of sports.
Okay.
He's always been a fan of. He shows up to the UFC fights.
Oh, yeah.
He's been.
Dana White is one of his.
Well, but even then, this was before Dana White. He met Dana White at the UFC, or they were friends, and then they were like, I just want to go because I like the sport. Like, I want to see the sport.
So you're saying that Donald Trump is a dude?
I mean,
he's a dude.
He's
one of the boys.
I wouldn't say he's one of the boys. I mean, look. I don't want to say like anything political. I'm like, there's things that he says that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. But then there's some things I'm saying, I'm just like, I don't know about that player.
No, I'm saying, but he's one of the boys. He likes sports. That's what I'm saying.
He likes sports.
Guy.
Yeah, he's a sports guy. He likes it. He likes sports.
He gets ESPN notifications.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like he's raw.
Well, he was always in that pop culture.
Yeah, he's always been. Even with all the celebrities that hate him, at one point they were all his friends.
Yeah,
and it's only when he turned political then everybody hates him. You
know?
Yeah. But they didn't hate him when he was endorsing a lot of. He invested in a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, even those celebrities that you hate, he endorsed them or he invested in them.
Yeah.
But they just, they don't.
So you think he went just because he likes sports?
Yeah, I think he was just, I want to go to Super Bowl. This is my first year. I'm pretty sure he probably wanted to go the other years he was president, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna go show up to the Super Bowl. But it also, like with Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, the sending the whole message. Mm-hmm. I mean, people are like, oh, it's political. They're talking about black culture, which is I get it, and the whole concept of it was we're all a game. America is nothing more than a game that we're being played. And where the higher ups are the ones that are controlling us. So I mean, if you show in the beginning of the show, you have the PlayStation controller. Yeah. You have the square, the triangle, the X, and the circle.
Yep.
And and then inside of it, like it's like a rectangular. Some people say it's like a prison sport. It's like a prison outdoor.
Yeah. To me, it looked like a tic-tac-toe board. I don't know if that's.
Some people are saying that rectangle is the TV screen. And they're all in it. So you're basically playing it, and every single stage that he was on represented the controller, and at the end it said game over. And Uncle Sam, of course, I mean Samuel Jackson being Uncle Sam, being America himself. When he first came out, he was rapping all crazy, in his opening act, he was all like, hey, you're just too loud. It's too loud. It's too obnoxious. It's too ghetto. You need to tone it down. And then he comes out with humble. So basically, he's doing what Uncle Sam's telling him to do. He's being controlled. So he plays out humble. Then of course, there's a lot of shots at Drake in it because just because of the beef.
He's like, you
Yeah.
gonna sue me?
Yeah,
Some people say he's
basically.
gonna sue me.
But then you have also the flag. You had everybody dressed in whites, red, white, and blue. But then it was also a significance of the blood and the Crips, and the white people were the dead black people.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
because the background was like the streets, and he was walking the streets,
When
and
they
you
were
would see them falling to the ground if you paid attention.
And if you see them do the doo-wop, right, where they're all singing, well, actually those people that were doing doo-wops were all supposed to represent black people that got killed. So that's why he said at the end, he said at that part, Uncle Samuel Jackson came and said, "Oh, now you're bringing you're playing the culture card. Now we're bringing out your homeboys." Okay.
Oh yeah, when they're in the poll
says,
or whatever.
Yeah, and then he says, he has deduct one life. So he's basically like killing them, And then at the end, it just comes out. I think it was more for a political stance, and then there's also more of kind of like a stance towards, Drake, because Drake had the desist not only with him, but he also had it with the NFL.
Oh, you don't play with the NFL.
So the cease and desist was kind of like you're not supposed to play this, blah blah blah. But him by saying in the beginning, "Oh, I think I should." Yeah, people want me to perform this song. They want to.
Yeah,
sit
he was
around.
like teasing at first.
He's teasing at first. He's like, I want to play, but they want to sue.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're like, "What you talking about?" Oh, let me think about it. And then he goes off to another song. And then at the end, he's all like, when he says, "This is 40 acres and a mule." And he goes, "This is bigger than music. 40 acres and a mule." Do you know what that is? So basically, when this happened all the way back from when President Lincoln freed the slaves. After he got assassinated, he promised when in Lincoln in whatever the amendment he promised that when the slaves are going to be freed, each one of them were going to get 40 acres and a mule to start off. And then the vice president that started off after him, he took it all away. He said,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said, "No, we're not doing that. We're not giving y'all an exchange of y'all to start a new life and have 40 acres and a mule. That's not going to happen." So then that's what started a lot of the black poverty.
Yeah, be like, we don't owe you shit.
Yeah, that's what started a lot of the black poverty because they took whatever Lincoln wrote.
Right.
And I believe that's why Lincoln got assassinated.
Yeah.
Because
he was doing the right thing.
He was doing that. He was starting to move the whole Civil Rights Act. He was starting to free the slaves, and then he was going to give them the 40 acres and a mule to start off living like everybody else.
Imagine that farmer with all those mules, how much money he was gonna make.
Oh, that's right.
But that would have started off the black people have an equal playing field
Right.
of all the white folks that
Yeah.
are rich. But they didn't want that. As soon as they took it all away from them, they all started them with poverty, making them work at the lowest level. So that's what that started was 40 acres and a mule. And he says it's bigger than music. So then he was just like, you know what? Then he aimed it towards Drake and just said, "Nah, we're going to perform this song anyways." So that's why he was like, when he took shots at Drake, he was like, "Say Drake." And then he just
Bro,
smiles at the
And I
camera.
call
That
that, yeah.
smile was
Yeah.
diabolical,
Yeah.
man.
Sue me, bitch.
And then it's crazy because he didn't even have to say the word pedophile. Everybody said it for you. And then
Pedophile,
yeah.
A
And
minor.
then, and then another thing was, it's like I think Drake with the sue, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get ready to sue. But the amount of damage he can claim that's ruined his reputation, he can claim a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I think that was another, like, hey, don't, like, I guess threatening the NFL and threatening Kendrick and all them. If you sue for reparational damage, I can get a shit ton of money because y'all are performing on the biggest stage and you got all eyes on you around the world.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just think, like Kendrick was great and stuff like that. I just think they have to give Drake next year's to give him a chance to come back.
No.
Well, I think Drake is kind of like already, he exposed a lot of the music industry. And I know one thing about the music industry is once I think the music industry turned their whole back on him. And I feel like this was it. Like, because with the cease and desist, with the whole suing thing, he was doing with Drake was basically telling everybody, look, the only reason why this song is so popular is because all the labels are pushing this song.
That makes a lot of sense.
They're pushing all this song on me because I think, from my understanding, he wanted to get out of his record deal. Because if he goes to become an independent artist, the amount of money he would make would be stupid. Because even Russ, he's an independent artist. he broke it down of how much money, like let's say if he released God's Plan and he was an independent artist, and the amount of streams and stuff that he gets, you know how much he would make in a week just if he was an independent artist without messing with any of the labels. He would make over 1.5 million in a week just by himself if he went independent. And as big as Drake is, and if he got out of all his record deals and went independent like Russ is and just started dropping music, he would be set for life. That's the reason why a lot of these music industry people, you know, once you want to turn on them and make your own money, they're just like, nah. It's not gonna happen. So I feel like the halftime Super Bowl was more political, and it was also exposing the music industry.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like it was. So I don't know. We'll see what the outcome. We want to see Drake's response because I know Drake is about to release either an album or a single with Party Next Door for Valentine's Day.
I love Party Next Door.
So we'll see.
I don't know Party Next Door.
You don't know Party Next Door?
I don't know.
listen.
I don't know these new.
You don't know Black
cats
culture?
He's not
coming
new.
out.
You don't know
He's
Black
not new.
culture.
He's not new.
What?
You don't know Black culture.
I know old culture.
Oh, okay. He knows rock culture.
I know 90s.
He's from
culture.
New York. How do
Yeah.
you not know about Black culture?
How do I not know? I'm stuck in the 90s. That's why. And early 2000s. I'm not here with y'all.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
it's time to catch up, brother.
Do you have a race car? Or a minivan full of junk? Or do you just want your car to look nice? We have the perfect service for you. And the best part of all, they come to you. Call or text Raider Mobile Detailing at 806-283-8322 for a complete interior and exterior detail. Serving all over the DFW, tell them Where's My Sandwich sent you for an exclusive discount.
Hey, I've been following this Justin Balvoni, and that's how you say it, right? Mm-hmm. Justin Balvoni.
Justin, the
Baldoni.
Jesus.
Baldoni.
Yeah, Justin Baldoni.
And the Blake Lively.
And the bitch, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
No, but AJ watched it and was like obsessed with it.
Really?
Well, what does Gossip Girl have to do with this?
She was in Gossip Girl.
That's
She
like where
was?
she kind of like got her big. That's where like
I watched
people,
like one episode.
The people where got her like her stardom. Was
Oh, okay.
And
Gossip Girl.
everybody in that show hates her.
Yeah. I mean, like, have you seen the movie? It Ends With Us?
No, I've read the book,
You read the book?
but I haven't seen the movie.
Basically, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So you like the book?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it really did. end
It's
with them.
teary. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
because
teary.
have you you know what that is?
I mean, come on, man. I'm a dude. No.
Explain to him what it is.
So I read it a long time ago, like in 2019.
Okay.
2020.
So,
So basically she's with this guy. Long story short, she's with the guy. This
spoiler
guy,
alert.
spoiler alert. She's with the guy. In this, you know what? In this age and era, you don't know what you're with. So she was with the guy. The guy was basically domestically abused her, raped her, and stuff like that. They had a baby together, and she's basically trying to show her daughter like domestic abuse is not okay, and it ends right now. So it ends. It ends with me and like with her daughter. Like it ends with us.
That's the us part.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a book, centered around like,
Domestic
violence
yeah.
and awareness and all that stuff. And I'm guessing, who was it? Justin Baldoni.
Justin Balvoni plays the crazy guy, the
And-
one that's like her husband.
Was it him that had the idea to make this movie?
He bought the rights back in 2019, I think, or 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he also he got into being the director, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was the director too.
Okay.
Has his own production company, everything.
Yeah, so he basically put the time, the effort, and everything in, and then they
Wrote
brought
the
her.
script,
Yep.
everything.
And then they came in with her, and then
Which is stupid because she was like the oldest motherfucker to be like when they casted her from the beginning. People were like, "What the?" It was just stupid.
I think they were running off of the Ryan Reynolds.
I think they wanted to bring attention to the movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, let's get Blake Lively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get Blake Lively because Ryan Reynolds at the time was booming with Deadpool,
Yeah.
and she was getting a lot of attention too. So it's kind of like, well, what greater way can we bring attention to this movie than bring Blake Lively in? You know, she's not doing nothing. Let's bring her in, and she's best friends with Taylor Swift.
So like,
So I feel like that was just like a big anything surrounding Taylor Swift, you're gonna bring attention.
I just always remember her Blake Lively. Like every time somebody, and I don't know why this quote always comes to me. Like people are like, "Oh, Blake Lively." One time she said, "LA girl with an Oakland booty." Do y'all
does
think?
that-
Do y'all
does that
think
mean?
that?
She got a big booty.
Yeah. So I mean, suppose look her up. Look her up.
Look her up. Look her up.
I mean, how am I? I can't, man.
Shut up.
Right now?
Yeah, look her up.
You do the
let me look.
VPN
Alright.
on Pornhub.
Yeah,
And you're not gonna look like Blake Lively
Let me
booty.
look up.
Well,
Blake Lively's
I'm
booty.
doing the switching. Yeah, I'm not going
No,
by
let
my
me
man.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Hey Siri.
You don't have to. You have Blake Lively?
Show me that ass.
Yeah, let's look. Blake.
Lively. Just put LA body. Like it's. I think it was one of her Instagram.
Oh,
like captions.
look, man, just go on Reddit to the not safe for work and put Blake Lively in there.
You know, Ryan Reynolds is so obsessed with her. Probably has a website just of her. You know?
Okay, so it's not all that great. Exit.
I think Hillary Duff.
Hell no,
I think
man.
Hillary Duff is the. Okay, I think that's like the worst picture you got cutting. off.
Zoom in. Yeah.
It's so small.
What is
You gotta
that?
zoom in like
Like,
5 times.
Oakland?
It would stick out like if you were to turn it like here, it would
Hold
stick
on.
out a little bit of the phone, but it's not.
Yeah.
No,
Is
look her
that-
up at the Met Gala.
is
Blake
that-
Lively Met Gala.
Is that
Yeah, but you can't. That's like an authentic.
Hold on.
Wow, this looks like they have booty pads.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think that's the one that she posted.
That looks like booty pads.
Oh yeah. No.
That's butt pads.
Yeah, no.
This is a straight like bikini. Like
Yeah, you can't.
you can't put pads on that.
Like that's her. That's generally her. And if that's the best that Oakland has to offer, I'm sorry, Oakland.
You know what? On the next episode, I'm gonna like show up a lot of celebrity booties, and you'll have to guess whose it is.
Oh, I'm down.
Aubrey Plaza.
So do y'all's okay?
Love you, girl.
Do you really? She's single. I've heard.
I've heard. Rest in peace. I have heard.
I think he will give you permission. He didn't want nothing to do with her, obviously.
What did they say?
Stop.
Stop. That's
Continue.
dark.
What is it? What did they say? What did they say? A shoulder to cry on? Is it what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the saying is.
But he's saying, okay, yeah, she can definitely cry on my shoulder.
Yeah, for sure.
They say a shoulder to cry on is a dick to lie on.
Oh my
You
god.
know that?
No, I cry on AJ's shoulder all the time.
There you go. There you go.
So whenever your girl, like whenever
There's a-
Lauren,
yeah.
I'm sorry. No,
Shoulder cry
we
on
shouldn't
is
be
a dick
talking
lie.
about this. I'm sorry. Without Lauren's permission, I apologize. When Brittany
You are
cries on your
forgiven.
shoulder, is that why you like making Brittany cry? It makes a lot of sense.
It is. Yep. She always cries.
Because you know how you're like, don't let me make you cry.
I don't say that.
No, she
She's the
says
one,
that.
yeah.
She's the one that goes, "Do you want me to cry?"
Yeah.
You wanna
She's the
cry?
one that
And he's
always
like, yeah,
does
yeah.
that. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see.
I don't see any fucking tears coming out of your fucking eye.
Don't be yawning. No yawning. There's no yawning. If
the
you gonna
onion, I
cry,
got the onion.
I need some authentic tears. Not no yawn tears. Those are different tears.
You get turned on by that.
Yeah.
Anyways, domestic violence. Stop. Let's talk
Yeah.
about
Oh,
domestic.
okay. So anyway, so Blake Lively, right? So she goes on and then she puts this big lawsuit because they're trying to basically ruin old boy's reputation.
Okay, so what is Blake Lively? She in the movie.
That's it.
She
She's
the main character.
She's the main character.
Yeah.
Did she have is it just me or does she have any like creative control or anything?
She
No.
put herself to have
She-
creative
yeah.
control.
They-
she
she-
manipulated her way into having
Yeah.
creative control.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was like, I don't like that. Let's do this. I don't
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Let's do this. And then when it come to find out, like it didn't like I guess go the way like she wanted it to. Like just came out and said like, well, they kind of like heisted the whole movie. Like
Yeah.
they took over.
From him.
Yeah, and then Blake Lively tried to come out and save her reputation because now she's a megastar. Because
Right.
of Ryan Reynolds, and she has all these plugs. She has time.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did a whole article on Justin saying how toxic he was.
Yeah, because I mean I'd never heard of this guy. I mean
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Blake
So they
Lively,
basically She tried to ruin his reputation.
Bruh, okay.
Like ruin it. Like, and everybody was believing her.
And from what I heard, it happened because the movie didn't do so well. Right.
So let me tell you what I think happened.
Go ahead.
I think what happened was that homegirl got caught having feelings for homeboy,
Yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds found out. So now she's trying to like, oh no, like victimize herself. Like,
Oh
no,
my
that's
god,
what
that happened to me in high school.
Really?
Yeah,
For real?
it was bad.
How?
So there was this
Story
girl.
time.
Yeah, story time. There was this girl. I don't want to say who.
Nah,
I
say
don't
it.
want to say what.
Can we just say that her name is Samantha? Like her name is Blake. Her name is Blake.
Yeah, let's say
Okay.
Blake. You're
Yeah.
Justin, and this is Blake.
Okay. Me, Justin. I was in a class with Blake.
Kinda looks
Okay.
like, it
And
kind of looks like
yo,
him,
she
too.
she was passing notes to me, and
Okay.
things started getting a little
In the
flirty.
notes.
Yeah,
The notes got
but she
moist.
had a
Ew.
dude.
Okay.
It got moist. Yeah.
Just 'cause it was hot.
It's like it was
Yeah.
good. Okay.
She had
Yep.
the, she had
Sweat
the gel,
boob.
she
It
had
was
the
like
gel
under
pins.
sweat boob.
She had the gel pins.
Aw.
Yeah, but she had a dude.
Okay.
And he ended up finding out. But it was her, like, making advances. And it wasn't
And
me.
you just let yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm a dude.
You just reply back. If you want to
But this is
shoulder to
notes.
cry
This is
on.
not text messages.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is,
Yeah.
before
Text
this, no,
message.
yeah. This was classroom notes. It was like, hey, pass it to her. Oh, pass it to him,
Oh my
That
gosh.
whole- that
I
whole deal.
remember doing that. That's great. Wait, so how did the guy find out?
That's a great question. But he found out.
And you
So,
got your
Yeah, so, and she spent it like it was on me. Like, I
tried to-
kept on bothering her. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it became like this big fucking thing. There was going to be this big ass fight with,
stop.
10 of his homies and 10 of my homies. It was fucking crazy.
Was he Mexican?
Yeah.
That's fucking Salvies and Mexicans,
Yeah.
man. They just-
Yeah.
So basically, that's what
Water
happened in
and
a
oil.
nutshell. No, but what ended up happening is that there's text. She was saying that he would initiate like more sex scenes, say more things in sex. Wanted to do more, like keep rolling on the sex part.
Yes, I heard about this because supposedly he wanted to have somebody.
a sex teacher.
Yes,
professor,
yes.
Yeah.
So they could be safe and all that shit to avoid all of that. But she was like, no, right?
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I can do it. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
and then she would also say that he would come in the dressing room while she was breastfeeding or pumping, like unannounced and stuff like that, to kind of to get a glimpse of her and stuff like almost like sexual harassment, like sexual,
Yeah.
like just trying to like being a creep.
Right.
And he was like, nah. So finally, she gave it to the Times, and the Times wrote the article about him, and they wrote everywhere. All the tabloids are writing all this crazy stuff about him, and so it got crazy to the point to where like he was just painted as this bad guy. So finally, he just said,
I'm not gonna lie. At
he
first, I did believe her.
He said, you know what? Fuck that. I got receipts.
Oh, okay.
So he-
what
Or
kind of receipts are we talking about? Text
everything.
messages?
Yep.
or-
Text messages,
Video?
emails, everything. Even raw cut, uncut, edited videos.
And it's her with her baby walking into his dressing room.
No. So she would announce, like she would say, "Oh, I'm breastfeeding in my trailer. I'm pumping in my trailer, but
You want to
can-
come?
Yeah, you can come in."
Where
Yeah.
are those videos? No, just kidding.
So it would say, she would in the text message, it would say, "Hey, are you busy? I would like to go
Yeah.
over some of the stuff." She's like, "Oh, I'm just pumping in my trailer. You can come on in though." Like
Oh.
she's inviting him
Yeah.
in the situation.
Yeah.
And like they're known, like her and Ryan Reynolds, they're basically known to have kind of like to hold the movie hostage, kind of like hey, it's not gonna happen unless I say so.
Okay.
And they even pointed out that Ryan Reynolds said the same thing.
Okay.
You know, like he did the same way he did with Deadpool.
Yeah.
And even
The
with
first one?
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one. He goes, you notice the girl the love interest in the first one, she's not in a lot of the other movies because the same thing happened between those two. So anyways, there's other uncut scenes
Yeah.
that they're filming, and he released them to where he's kind of like, they're dancing, and in the middle of them dancing, they're just like talking for the camera. And he's like saying things to her, like making the scene feel more romantic.
Right.
And he's all in it, and she can tell that she started to get all in it. And basically, when they said cut, like he turns it off. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
becomes
he's like director,
like
yeah.
straight director.
Yeah.
And you can tell like, oh shit, like I got too involved in the scene.
Yeah.
So like that's what he's saying. Like she fell in love with this fool, could turn it off, and now try to blame him because Ryan Reynolds starting to get involved. Like got mad at him, like, hey man, you passed it on my woman.
Yeah.
Basically everything that happened to you is basically
Damn.
happened in Hollywood.
And Taylor Swift is super mad at Blake Lively right now.
So that's why Blake Lively couldn't go to the Super Bowl. She had him like,
She's trying to steer clear from that shit, huh?
yeah, PR wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor, because like Blake Lively said that Taylor Swift is like, and Ryan Reynolds is like one of her dragons. Basically, they're my bitches. They do what I say. And Taylor Swift was like, bitch, I'm your what? Your little dragon?
Oh, is that what she said? So I didn't know the deal between those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
What's the exact quote?
Let me see.
Do you know?
Blake Lively dragon quote.
Oh, so Blake Lively basically told everybody that Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds she's the Khaleesi and that's Drogon and Rhaegar.
Well, I heard about the Ryan Reynolds, and wasn't it that the girl on Deadpool, she was starting to feel uncomfortable with the scenes?
Yeah, because Ryan would kind of like same thing, but it was the other way around. Like,
Yeah.
Ryan started to feel for her, and she was like, "Nah, it's
Yeah.
getting too wild." So he basically kind of like not blackmailed her, but like lowballed her, like just didn't allow her to be like her scenes were cut.
Yeah.
She wasn't to get a lot of screen time. She had to walk the red carpet by herself.
Yeah.
Like all that. Like they kind of
It's funny. Family Guy actually had an episode with Ryan Reynolds in it when I don't know if anybody's watched the show. It's so funny though, because Peter, the guy with the glasses, he was Ryan Reynolds moved in because they were doing a movie around.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. They were like friends, but Ryan Reynolds would be like too playful. And he was like, "Oh man, I feel weird when you're playing with me because I feel like you're, taking it to a whole nother." And then when Peter calls him out on it, it was like, "Are you being gay with me?" It was like, "No, man, I'm just trying to share love with everybody." He was like, "But it's so crazy that you think that it's weird. Whatever, man. You're the one that's weird." And then he like turns it on him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blake Lively texted this to Justin before he met Taylor Swift, right?
Okay.
If you ever get around
Wait,
to...
hold on. She texted this to Justin before Justin met Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So okay. I guess Taylor was coming into the...
Gotcha. All right.
If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi. And like her, I happen to have a few dragons. For better or worse, but usually for better because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise you. Blake texted Justin after me referring to herself as Khaleesi's from Game of Thrones and Taylor and Ryan as her protected dragons. And there's more. The source says Taylor is also learning Blake has been inappropriately leveraging her name for a long time, like telling a young actress that Taylor casted her, which simply did not happen. So there was like a younger Blake Lively for the movie. And she told that girl, "You need to thank Taylor Swift because she was the one that said that you would have been perfect for this." To like hype the girl up. You know? So she's putting Taylor's like, "What? I had nothing to do with this bitch."
Yeah. So I've heard that too. Like she's been kind of like name dropping Taylor to get more attention on herself.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's what I feel like. That's what they did. Like she kind of like she used that to her advantage, even to take over the movie. Like hey, I'm gonna run back and tell Taylor, and we're not gonna like this. And all she needs is just don't watch In With Us, and your career done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're using it to
Power trip.
Yeah, because I guess Taylor is that powerful. Like one
Or
word
using her name.
Them Swifties. I'll tell you what, I've dealt firsthand with them damn Swifties. They are wild.
But you heard Trump.
What?
Almost half of America is against her. So
I mean, I can honestly say that the Swifties have a handful if they're gonna battle the Magna people. That's a fight that you want to see.
Yeah.
'Cause those are the ones that can tear each other apart.
So,
Colt versus Colt.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see
who do you think? So who do you think Brittany Mahomes will be fighting against?
She would probably be on the Swiftie side.
You don't think she'll be on Trump's side?
No, because I feel like if she went against Taylor, then it's kind of like
No more friends for her.
Yeah, it's because
It's about her trying to be in the culture, like pop culture and all that.
Because her and Patrick, they own a soccer team. She owns a soccer team.
Patrick owns a soccer. Yeah.
No, she owns the soccer team.
Yeah.
So and then Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, they own a soccer team. So it's kind of like hey, can you imagine all the Swifties being a soccer fans and going to Britney's team because she's friends with Taylor
She's
and
so
Taylor's.
annoying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna use Taylor's name
Yeah.
to her advantage, and I'm pretty sure Taylor's like, nah. The only person gonna use Taylor's name is Mama Kelsey.
Yeah.
Because Mama Kelsey don't
And
use
Mama Kelsey don't even be using.
nobody's name.
Yeah.
Mama Kelsey don't know what's going on because she's got two sons.
Oh my gosh, I love not Trav, but the other one.
Jason.
Jason is so funny.
Yeah, he is hilarious.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what happened in the. It ends with us, and it's about to end with them.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the new Johnny Depp. There's already a court date for March 2026.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get juicy. I think she knows that she looks really bad right now. Because like even on the press when like they were promoting the movie, she was promoting her shampoo, her hairline.
Yeah.
Nothing. And he didn't promote. He wasn't allowed to promote the movie. And then during the red carpet, he was like in the basement while like they were all walking the red carpet.
It just doesn't look good for that because it's kind of like I think people are kind of getting over the pop culture.
Yeah.
Like people are really starting to like not look at celebrities kind of like these gods and goddesses that, you know, that
Like-
they're used to being looked at. You know, a lot of people are starting to see these celebrities are pieces of
Like
shit.
frauds.
Yeah. They're seeing them as scam artists.
Well,
So-
like P. Diddy, I was watching the first like 10 minutes of the documentary of like 10 episodes and I was like, guilty.
Yeah.
All she said was like, he touched.
That's it. You're done. Get out.
You're done.
out,
You're
yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole PDD thing, that's another thing too. You know, he's so powerful. But even then, people are still scared of him. Because
Wait, is he going to get out of jail at all?
Man, he's going to die in jail.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's nothing that his lawyers can do.
Nah.
That
Because
dude,
he's
I
done.
heard he had like a motorcycle, like a mini motorcycle
Yeah, for
brought
his
in.
birthday.
Yeah,
For
and
his
he was
birthday.
just going in
What
circles.
the fuck?
Yeah, for his birthday, they allowed him to have a motorcycle in the jail in the general population, but nobody's in there but him. So
Yeah.
he's just driving the motorcycle
Around in circles.
Like today, there's nobody in there or just because he was riding the motorcycle?
No, he's just nobody's
Yeah.
in there with him. Like he's literally by himself.
It's probably a big old.
Yeah, it's a
cell.
big old. It's like literally like a whole like.
So is he living like, you know how, not Pablo, yeah, like Pablo Escobar, like he still has like a TV in there.
I'm sure.
but-
Yeah.
You know what? Like an apartment. He's
Yeah,
basically,
basically it's an apartment. He
The
just
studio apartment that he can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
That's
he's
what it
still
is.
living his best life.
yeah
in there.
he has no communication in the outside world. I
But
mean,
he-
he probably does with his lawyers, and he has phone time, but that's it. Like they're really. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. Like this is what they tell us, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
There's
unless,
no way.
unless we're literally in there with him, watching him,
I want to see the
nobody
videos.
really knows.
Yeah.
Imagine being the guard, like, hey, you gotta go guard him tonight, and be like, I ain't guarding him
I'm
tonight.
pretty sure- I mean,
Yeah.
I know he got transferred to the hospital last week, claiming that because apparently he has knee problems. And he's
Same.
been having knee problems for a long time, so
Same.
they transfer him to a hospital. So I think
Knee problems from what?
I don't know. He ain't too much baby oil on the knees. I don't know. It was look, if Biden would have been there, Diddy would have got pardoned.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh,
If you live in the DFW area, you know these storms have been hitting us left and right. You want to call the right people for your roofing needs. They are experienced roofers. They offer free inspections and it's quality that you can count on. Call True Homes at 817-888-5101 for $250 off for your next roof. And just because they like a little bit of sandwich, they're going to throw you a little gift card. Again, that number is 817-888-5101. So what do you have for us today?
so I saw this thing, and I was like, I automatically thought about you guys.
Aw, that's sweet.
What's
So,
that? What was it?
Okay, ready? So meet Jada. She was in a situationship with NFL player Tutu Atwell. You know who that is?
Who?
Tutu Atwell.
Tutu Atwell.
No idea.
I think he's like a wide receiver for. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, he's a wide receiver for the Rams. But
Okay.
I think he's just like barely a starter.
I don't know. You know what? This past season with the NFL, I've kind of been like disconnected.
Me too, because stupid ass Chiefs
Yeah.
and the Cowboys sucked.
Yeah.
So like there
It was sad. This season was sad for us here. For sure.
But I do think
You think Shotty gonna?
I think this is our year, guys.
You know?
That's a true Cowboy fan right there. That's how you.
It is.
That's
What do you
I
think
was
about the
like,
trade going? What do you think about the trade talk?
I think they need to get rid of Micah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think to give him 2 first rounds?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think he will do really good in Washington if he goes to Washington.
of course.
I think anybody can
But
do
honestly,
that.
to be honest, if he says what he says he's gonna do, which he'll take a pay cut to get some new guys, I think that would be cool. Because you imagine having Myles Garrett and Michael Parsons, like, bro, that defense is gonna start waking up.
Yeah.
So
And then we got and then like the whole like coaching. I think we got a good coaching.
you
staff.
imagine who was thinking about coming over? Debo, them trying to go out for Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel is a fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
I
Or who?
I'm
was-
from okay, so my family is like a big like Niners fan. Like I'm
Yeah.
from San
San
Jose,
Francisco,
yeah,
yeah.
San Francisco, and all of my family fucking hates Debo Samuel.
Really?
They're like, we paid him. He ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm just like, oh my God. Low key, they sound racist, you know, but I'm just like,
I don't know. They sound like that in San Francisco.
toothpick and everything.
Oh, I thought they were from Texas.
Yeah, get back in your turnip truck.
I guess so. California.
We gave him 40 acres.
4 acres and a mule. It ain't for you.
So, okay. But anyways, yeah, it's all your guess. So she was in a situationship with a player named Tutu Awa, wide receiver for the Rams.
Okay.
And they were allegedly expecting a baby.
Ooh.
Or him and his family thought, you know?
Okay.
So y'all, why did she let this man spend over $35,000 on a baby shower? And the sister was never pregnant.
$35,000
Them bonuses, man.
on a baby shower. Crazy.
See, that's his fault, though.
Yeah.
That's his. Look, as a man, let me tell you something. When it comes to like
finances.
When it comes not to come to finances, because when you're an NFL player, you're making money.
Yeah.
But still, when you get with these
Are
girls,
you? Are you?
What girls?
if you're messing, when you get to a certain level as an NFL, women are gonna throw themselves at you, and you're gonna there's gonna be so many women throwing at you, you ain't gonna have enough hands to catch them. So you got to use your bottom half to catch them.
I don't I trust my man 100%, but it's like one of those things where like if you're like a basketball player, it's like as long as I don't know, as long as you don't make me look stupid,
And
as
you know
long
what?
as you know.
To be honest, that's how it is in real NFL and sports industry. The life, it's one of those. It's like the wives become accustomed, and they already have prenups and stuff in place. And some of them, they were like, I don't want to know. As long as you don't bring nothing back, as long as you do it safe, I don't care because I'm not giving up my lifestyle.
Yeah, I heard they have their pieces in every you know town.
You know which sport is like the biggest cheaters?
Baseball? What?
Basketball.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Because, you have so many games and you're out on the road so
all the
long.
time. Yeah.
NFL, it's kind of like, it's not really because, to be honest, you only play 18, 16 games a year.
And their curfew, okay, they got like strict.
Yeah,
curfew.
got curfew. They got curfew.
Yeah.
So like even because I have friends that travel with the team and they'll tell you like you can only be out for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And then you got to come back to the hotel.
And they do like room check and all that shit too.
Oh
right?
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then but when if it's an away game, they fly that Friday night. So it's that Friday night. They do a walkthrough Saturday. They have free time Saturday night, and then they wake up early, depending on what time it is, and they get ready for the game, and then they all have to leave at a certain time. So that's the actual, and you leave either, depending on where you're flying, you either leave Friday afternoon or you leave Friday night. And so that's how that's how the NFL travels.
I want to see a documentary behind the scenes, like how they do Hard Knocks, like in the season, like following the players. Like I want to do the production, people that ride those do the 18-wheelers and all that,
Oh, you talking about
like the behind the scenes?
The people who bring in like the equipment, they rent Bobcats. Bobtails. Was Bobtails Bobcats? What is it called?
What is that?
Like not the 18-wheelers, but like those big ass storage units. Like if you rent a U-Haul out.
Oh,
they're Bobtails, right?
No, they call them. Damn it, what are those? Damn it, not drive 18-wheelers.
Yeah, they're not 18-wheelers. They're almost like 18-wheelers. They're big like 18-wheelers, but they're not considered 18-wheelers. You don't need a CDL to drive them. But they're considered like U-Hauls. Like you can haul like a bunch of shit in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyways, that's what they use to bring in all the equipment. Like the
heated benches and all that.
And there's like 4 of them that come in. Because you have people that carry all the equipment. You have people who carry all the jerseys. Then you have people who carry all the snacks and then the couches and all the other stuff. Because they basically built their locker room right then and there.
See, like I think I like totally like if I knew I was like into sports like when I was in high school, I think I would have been like an athletic trainer or like
it's a cool job to have.
Like all the perks and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyways, his grandma and auntie got suspicious when she wouldn't allow them to go to their doctor visits with her. Turns out sis was stealing ultrasounds, pics, and videos from some girl who lived in Alabama.
What?
Sis also lied about being a nurse. So this whole time she's like, yeah, I'm a nurse. I got my shit together. I don't need you, you know, all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to show. Like she was sending him pictures of like her being in her scrub, hey, I'm about to go to work and all this stuff.
So hold on. Was he in on it?
No.
There was the girl pretending to be something she wasn't for the receiver.
Oh, okay.
So basically she was lying and she was going into 40 weeks and she said she miscarried.
Wow.
But it's like if you're a nurse, you know that
Yeah.
you can't miscarry at 40 weeks. You have a stillborn
Yeah.
at 40 weeks.
Damn. She
So-
did the math right.
And they were like, okay, so we can, you know, do a celebration for the baby and stuff. And there's no body. So sad.
Did they do it?
No,
No.
like she
Is
got
that when
caught
they-
lying.
She got caught lying. So what did the can't he sue her for emotional damage like that?
Probably.
That's got to be a lot of legal shit to go on.
It's like that. It's like that girl. Remember what's her name in Atlanta that she lied being kidnapped.
Well, at that point, you're scamming.
Well,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And you're. I think it's something when you're impersonating like a medical staff or you're impersonating, and you're getting a lot of records and stuff like somebody else's stuff that violates the HIPAA law.
Yeah.
You know?
that's the one that you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah. Dang, man. It's like the receiver. First thing I would have done was if I ever got into a situation where like somebody was pregnant, either like if I had a mistress or something like that, or even my wife or something,
Yeah.
I would want to go see
Oh.
like we going to the doctor like together. Like I'm not just gonna say, oh, I'm pregnant. Nah, let me see.
Yeah,
And
like,
I don't want to see.
I need confirmation before I break up my family.
Yeah, I need confirmation before I need confirmation before I had to break the news to my wife that I got caught up.
Yeah.
Phil, what would you do?
I wouldn't do anything because I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, that just sucks. Like,
Okay. I
Oh my gosh.
let me
I
try
will
to put
literally
myself.
cry.
Let me try to put myself in that position. All right. So I'm out there.
Just being a
I have a
hoe.
wife, but I'm acting up,
Yep.
and I ended up doing a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
Got this other chick pregnant.
Yep.
Now she come out and she says, I'm pregnant. What's my response? Sucks to be you.
Goodbye. That ain't mine. Wasn't me.
No, okay. So what I would do,
Like my heart's dropping for you right now. This is like a totally fake situation.
this fake
Wasn't me.
situation, would I tell my wife right then and there, like, hey, some girl kidnapped me, forced me to have sex with
Oh
them,
my God.
and she's pregnant.
Okay, Blake.
You're
Lively.
playing.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, to be
Yeah.
honest, like if I was already like being sneaky like that, like just all the way.
You've been
doing
okay.
it.
Let's just do a scenario. For 2 years, you've been sneaky. It's been working out for you.
All right, hold on.
It's been working out for you.
I'm about to bust a Justin Bout and just play the real character. And then when you say cut, gotta get out of that scene.
All right.
All right.
So 2
I'm
years,
a
sneaky.
trash ass motherfucker.
Hey,
just
baby.
cheating.
I'm working overtime.
Yeah.
Stupid Cowboys game. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do like the Cowboys.
All right.
2 years later.
So this is what I would do.
Hey, I'm pregnant. I don't know what you gotta do, but you gotta do something. I'm pregnant.
Are you sure? How far are you?
Mm.
How far along are you? Did you just find out through pregnancy
So
test?
let's
Did you find
say
that through a pregnancy test?
8 weeks.
Or did you go to the doctor?
8 weeks.
8 weeks that you think you're 8
And this
weeks,
is
or
a
do you know for
sonogram.
sure?
So you can show your little wifey.
All right, so yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking at the sonogram right now. Okay, all right. That don't look like me. And 8 weeks, 8 weeks I had a weenie.
Phil. Phil.
Nah, I would be like, where's your doctor at?
Phil, you know that would not be your fucking reaction. You'll start crying.
Oh yeah, I would hang up on him, but just like, all right, my bad, disconnected. I would just be like, damn.
What were your
I mean,
options?
What are my options? Well, first I would be like, look, I would ask them. I was like, my first thing is like, fuck, man. I told you I should have worn a fucking condom. No, I'm just kidding.
That's your that's your choice.
Why'd you rip it off of me?
Yes. AJ will literally like I can see AJ like, hey, we need to talk. And I'll be like, AJ can't tell. Okay, people can't tell me, hey, we need to talk, because then I start like panicking.
Hyper-
Like, you need to tell me right now.
Thinking the worst thing possible.
You need to tell me right now, because that's all I'm gonna be thinking about is all
Right.
day. AJ would be like, hey, we need to talk. hey, you know, I've been traveling.
What would I do if I had to break the news to my wife?
Yeah, that's what I've been getting. What do you think I was getting to this whole time?
I thought you were giving me the like thing, like how would I respond to you?
Yeah.
No,
like, if I had a mistress?
I already know that I'm gonna be trash to you.
Right.
Not really, because I mean I'm a man. I'll take care of my kids, even though it's like kids didn't deserve to be in that situation, so I still have to do it. All right, so basically what I would do is I would ask somebody to babysit my kids.
Oh, because you already know that she finna go wild.
Yeah, it's finna go ass crazy. And then next thing I do when I get
justifiably.
Yeah, I would text her or I'll call her, but like, hey, we need to sit down. We need to have a conversation tonight. And she's about what? It's like I'll tell you. I can't tell you over the phone because it's not right, but I'm gonna tell you in person. And and don't worry about the kids. The kids are already gonna be taken care of. But I need to have a one-on-one conversation with you.
She's like, oh my gosh.
And the first thing when I get home, first thing I'm gonna do to get home,
hide all the knives.
Hide all the knives. Hide all my guns.
Park your car far away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to the house. I'm not even gonna drive in the park.
You're gonna Uber.
Oh, that's how you know something's wrong when you don't even park in the garage.
And then if I had to break news, I'm gonna be like, look.
While you're breaking the news, you're packing your bags.
No, I would look. This is how I would be. No, for real. If it was a situation like this, I would have been like, okay. You know, we've been having problems for a while now, right?
No.
Everything's been great, baby. I don't know what you're talking about.
Finances,
I'm so happy.
Well, obviously, we have problems because I'm stepping out, you know? Obviously, you ain't doing something right. So
I mean, come on, we're talking about these sports guys. You know, they're out there, you know, chasing tail, no matter what.
It's like, look, you know, I love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also a guy, right? And you know how in the Bible, you know.
Oh my God.
You know Abraham.
You better get that Bible thrown at you, man.
So you know how in the Bible where you know Rachel couldn't have Abraham's kids, so you know, but she wanted it, but she just couldn't bear him, and you know Rachel had a heart and told Abraham, "Look, I know you want kids, so go ahead and mate with the servant lady." Well, I got the servant lady pregnant. Congratulations.
Oh, that's so sad. You will use the Bible against her. You sound like a stereotypical Christian.
Wait, who wrote that part of the Bible? They're like, you know what? I got the best cover-up story. God told me to.
No, but for real, no, I would just say, look, I'm gonna be a man, and I'm just gonna say it. I haven't been the truth. I haven't been an honest husband with you, and I stepped out of our marriage. And unfortunately, with that, the consequences of that, she messaged me today and said she was pregnant.
So you're gonna double that's crazy.
That's not how you would react.
Yeah, that's not how you would react.
No.
I'm looking for your reaction.
Oh, my reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm looking for your reaction.
Oh my gosh, I think in my head I would have been like, fuck, now we gotta sell the house, you know,
why?
Because we ain't gonna be together.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Wow, I thought it was from better for worse.
Well, this is too worse. This is not.
Wow, so the house is just out the door, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
I guess we're even.
I'm over here looking for forgiveness. I can't raise this kid by myself.
Yeah, the Bible said turn the other cheek.
Yeah, turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
I will literally start crying and I will tell AJ, I was like, you piece of shit, you know? And I would just.
You can't do
shoulder to cry on as a what?
Look, you can't do it. You can't do anything. The car's parked far away. You can't break it.
There's nothing I can do.
The knives are gone.
And it's not like we're fucking rich people where I'm like, ooh, yeah, I just got that fucking alimony.
Do you want to know who she is?
No, I wouldn't want to know who she is.
It's Blake Lively.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll give you a pass. It's like, okay, I'll give you a pass.
Aubrey Plaza came and was crying on my shoulder.
Damn.
And you know what they say? Shoulder to cry on.
Would you try to joke about stuff?
I think I would. That's the bad part. That's the bad part.
And she couldn't even react.
Huh?
She couldn't even react.
I know she would be crying.
I think AJ would try to convince me it only happened one time.
Nah, I was in that thing like a chicken wing. I was like, in there like a flat chicken wing, like two bones in there.
Oh my god, you're describing it to two.
Jesus Christ. But you know what I would be like?
What would you be like?
I'd be like, baby girl, I gotta tell you something. It's very serious. But before I do that, just go downstairs and make me a motherfucking sandwich.